Amazing mpenzi mtazamaji. Hey, sisi ni wale the two guys, the gang, eh? Okay, are we the gang?
Yeah, we are a gang.
Okay, yeah, it's how can you know unless someone explains to you?
How can you know unless someone explains to us?
And we are the explainers.
Maybe you don't know.
Your best host in 254 Africa and the world at large by the name of Lanhoy and
they call me Mr. D, Africa's #1 MC
and DJ,
designer, dancer, dad,
aka Jack of all trades.
Jack of all trades.
Yeah, he trades in everything. He's multi-talented. So you guys need to give him some gigs on DJ gigs, MCing gigs, and all that. Try him out and see how better this guy is.
December is here. Yeah,
December is here. And before you go to December, there are news that are hitting the screens in the country. The reincarnation of who?
Oh, the tomboya.
The tomboya, reincarnated tomboya. And this small boy called, okay, asinisikie nikimwita small boy.
Kwani is
okay, sawa. Small boy. Of course he's a small boy.
He's a small boy.
Yeah, he can't get at my edge. Respect the baldness.
Hii hapa inaweza kuwa ni jua kali tu. Kuna kichwa hadi unakuwa na kipara unaanza kujita mzee. Gen Z.
Do I really look like a Gen Z?
Yes. Seriously? Yes.
Okay, sisemi kitu. My ancestors will follow you up on that and they'll ask you questions.
So let me come like nani unajua Fabrizio Romano.
Yes.
KASMUEL to ODM, here we go.
By the way, mbona KASMUEL akakaa chini akafikiria join ODM?
I think alikuwa deflection ilipiga pale kwa ground. Alianza akiwa darling. He started as a darling. Alikuwa anafurahisha watu sana enzi za maandamano. He was there with the on point suits pale. Amepiga luku yake polite. Anakimbizwa na karao ashikiki apatikani. Alikuwa anaweza kupenya. Unashindwa Omanyala Olympics.
Mbona Manyala aliruka hapa?
Kidogo steeple chase kijana aliruka Nation Center, uliona hiyo video?
Yeah.
We.
But hata mimi ningekuwa mimi ningetoroka hiyo siku because those guys were not sparing anyone. Yeah,
so
KASMUEL, congratulations for that. Next time get toroka mbi.
He is the only person mwenye amekuanga on screens na hajawahi shikwa, abducted or even touched. Ikyo kimtu ni kijanja, by the way. You should give it to him for that. Amejikaza. Get away for all the hakuna mtu wa kushikwa.
Na wakianza story ya Gen Z, because I'm not a Gen Z, it was no tribe.
As we can invite you.
No tribe, no
tribeless,
tribeless, leaderless, whateverless and all that. Now, what made him come to a level is like, I think I need a party to run with because this thing can't just work this way.
Lakini Alan, you know, we can't. What is the end game? We can't be faceless, partyless. Okay, we can be tribeless. We will, and we want to be tribeless. For the betterment of Kenya, tribeless we can be. But partyless, we can never be. If you want a change in Kenya, you can't just make the changes outside. Hata Eric Omondi said, you can go make your own maandamano zuko, lakini the rules and the laws are passed in parliament. So if you want to make better change, you must get yourself in there.
And the way to get yourself to the parliament, you must go through a political
you must enter politically. Sasa unaenda partyless where?
Yeah, maybe they wanted to form their own parliament where you go partyless.
No.
So where it's people who vote for you. Then once people have voted for you, they is it the kangaroo courts thing and all that? People just line up. Then they say we want KASMUEL. Then KASMUEL is there.
But they had to,
because you guys are partyless.
They had to, and okay, I don't know, but he went the ODM way, of which the noise zake zina fit ODM. By the way, noise yake ina fit ODM baya. He's a very intelligent young man.
But does he really have a place in the ODM? That's the next thing to be asked.
You know, does ODM has a place for him?
Now that's what I'm asking.
Yes.
I started with the first question. Does he have a place in ODM?
Maybe he does not have a place in ODM because ODM is dominated by old people.
Thank you.
But for ODM to remain relevant, you know,
they need to create a place for him.
Yes. You know, acha nikwambie, ODM has been losing in 5 elections. ODM has lost, imepoteza kwa NAK imepoteza kwa PNU, imepoteza kwa TNA, imepoteza kwa Jubilee, imepoteza kwa UDA. 5 times our competitors ODM wanaenda reinvent, wanakaa na ka youth league, wanashika vijana. ODM wanabaki tu na wazae. With the ODM nini mmechapo 5 times na mnabaki the same. You can't outaishinda na umepigwa mara 5. So this is a very good strategy. Involve youth. Waki-involve two youth hivi, ODM itafanya mambo. So, na vile kuna joto hivi Kenya.
So hapa ni kutumia youth ama ku-involve youth, because there are two things over here. Politicians will use you, but they will never give you whatever they promise they will give.
If
they will rarely offer, or they will rarely give you whatever they promised.
The results will determine the final. You saw what Jubilee did to Bahati alisimama nini pale mwishoni akaambiwa ni aje achilia hii pea huyu. You see, walimtumia vizuri PR nini kuwa public, akaekwa sawa, ni ataenda kusimama Mathare North constituency. Hapo mwisho akasimamishwa. If even ndivyo wanataka kufanya, definitely wata lose. And if wako serious, watapenya. You see how UDA till now, hata kama ni wanyanyasaji, kuna youths wana benefit. The likes of akina Chipkizi wako mafutani to date. Akina Butita wako mafutani to date.
Wanaongeanga tu lakini wanakuwa sawa.
Hawakurukwa, hawakuachwa.
I think the coming of KASMUEL to ODM, then they come up, they team up with the BABU OWINO, and then also have other young people, and I will really vote on getting another vibrant female figure, a young female figure, or a youthful female figure.
Young female figures.
Yes,
ODM needs so many youths to get relevance. So hii politics ya Kenya itaraniwa na youth.
So if you're asked to maybe call on to who can lead ODM now, like who can be the leader of ODM party in Kenya today, what will be your remarks on that?
Saini nani? Wanga.
Raila is still there.
No, nani alikaribisha KASMUEL?
Wanga.
Alafu deputies wake ni Simba. Mwenye Simba is a good lad. He's doing some beautiful thing pale Kisii. And deputy wake mwingine ni nani? Whoever the deputy is, we are sorry, I don't sijui sana, but so mwenye anaweza kuwa tu
hujui sana sababu ni kitu recent, si imefanyika juzi.
But I think Babu can fit.
Or for me, call it all, call it nothing, call it whatever you want to call it. For me, I really want Babu to be there. And if you ask me, with all my everything, I will vote for Babu to be the leader for ODM.
Because Babu is confident as Raila.
And he has proven.
One thing these old people don't know, Raila started politics akiwa young. Raila hakuingia politics juzi. When Raila started politics, he was a very energetic man. Alikuwa anakimbia machoche, moyo akamfinya akaamka na akaendelea. So wakianza kuachilia youths ati wanapata options zingine, ODM inabaki na wazee. Oh my goodness. Ulizeni KANU.
For me, I'm comparing, by the way, I'm comparing ODM party to the county leadership of the Nairobi county leadership within the Kanjo. You see, when you walk around Nairobi, you see old mamas and old babas wameshika rungu ati wao ndio makanjo. Then najiuliza swali, wale watoto wenye wao mama na mababa, akina mama na baba wamesomesha, mbona wasikuja wapatiwe hii kazi? Watoto wamebakia nyumbani na wana kazi, si ndio? Lakini mama mzee fulani hapa akona job, yeye ndiye anakimbizana na vitu hapa. The same thing. If we want Nairobi to be vibrant, if we want Nairobi to work, we need energetic people
in Nairobi. Nairobi now.
No. So the same thing with ODM, and that's why for me, at any point, I will call on Babu to be the leader. If Raila, if everything happens, Babu becomes the leader of everything.
Yeah.
Najua kuna Sifuna who is also vibrant, very intelligent, and he's so vocal, and you can see the leadership in him. No. But again, comparing Babu to Sifuna
akona kazi yake. Yes. Sifuna is a secretary general na anafanya kazi
vizuri.
Sasa why Babu chance?
Yeah. Okay, so if all of you, ni wewe mwenye unatusikiza, kindly make sure that this information gets to wherever it's supposed to get to, that we want Babu to be the leader.
Babu kwa sababu.
Yes, we want Babu to be the leader of ODM. And we want Babu on the presidential vote. presidential ballot papers in 2027, and Babu will vote for you. Every young person will vote for you because we really want a change in the leadership in this country.
Ni wewe unataka. Babu want that? Babu wants governance.
Sometimes
unataka governorship.
Sometimes leadership is given.
Gubernatorial.
Sometimes leadership is given. If people look at you and they see there's that leadership, capability in you, why should they not give you the leadership?
Okay.
Well, imagine a youthful president in this country. Leave alone of these old people who call themselves youth.
Mse watu wata relax, watu watafurahi. Kwanza kutakuwa tuna kale ka furaha fulani. Alafu bora asitufinye.
I don't think if Babu OWINO will do that. But people say when power comes in, things change.
Nimekumbuka kitu. I watched Professor Amo. Professor Amo, wewe ni mchokozi. Did you see what Professor Amo did over this weekend?
No,
he was performing pale. Ni wapi? I don't know. Kasi Alliance Français ni theater. Theater fulani tu polite kwa birthday ya Churchill. Na akasema, you know, the last president will always be good. The last one will always be good. Moi was bad akiwa kwenye kiti. Akitoka wanaanza kumsifia. Kibaki alikuwa bad after kutoka wanataka kurudisha country kwenye Kibaki aliacha. Uhuru alikuwa mbaya akitoka kila mtu anamiss. Haya, sai Ruto ni president. Akitoka
but the Ruto can make, okay, he still has like 3 years to go.
3 years, kwa hizo 3 years, 2 years ni campaign, 1 year ni kujaribu kufagia takataka zenye.
What if he focuses on developing the country?
One thing
like he stops becoming a politician, he stops becoming a politician, then he becomes a leader. Then he tells himself, okay, I know he's a politician first, and then he becomes a leader second, or he's a politician all through and fail to be a leader at any point. But what if he decides, okay guys, I got nothing to lose, I got nothing to gain, I just want to make Kenya a best place before I go. Then he focuses on making Kenya best place for him before he goes.
For how long?
He only has 3 years and he has to change everything.
Which is
like, okay, not even 3 years, he has 2.5 years.
1 year. And which year 1 year, it is not enough. If you had some 2 years, in 2 years amefanya nini? If asked, ukiulizwa wewe hii serikali imefanya nini mzuri up to now, wacha sijui given the rest of the years up to now,
he's been battling all battles on all fronts.
No, wewe sema kazi yenye imefanywa wewe acha
there's nothing clear that he has done.
Good.
So this is when people when quote and quote people are starting to realize what he has done. That I can't see. Okay, he came and said bei ya unga, okay, the campaign promises bei ya unga itashuka, but when he came in bei ya unga ikaenda juu, bei ya mafuta ikaenda juu, petrol ikaenda juu. So once petrol is over the highest within the country, everything will go high. So that's what happens. So now saizi there are people who are claiming that unga unaweza pata at 99 shillings. I don't know how true that is
because kuna Black Friday offers in run. It is only for that.
Then after that,
kutakuwa na Christmas
then there is a moment when the dollar went down. Akasema, you see, he's working.
Did you know what he did? Did you know what he did?
Okay, explain.
So the dollar went up because there was a shortage of dollars. The currency that is used to import the things that Kenya imports, because we import like everything. Hadi chumvi na bado tunaambiwa magadi tuko na the biggest salt manufacturing company in Kenya.
But you import salt.
We import salt. Now we are number 2 in Africa kwa kumine salt. Na of which comes to another thinking that si chumvi inatoka magadi, it's something else, because kuna railway line yenye ina run kutoka huko hadi Mombasani na tujui inapelekanga nini. Lakini hiyo ni story for another day. Tuna import everything. We use US dollars. There was a shortage in US dollars. What the president did, alienda akakopa. Akakuja na dola mingi, zika stabilize na zikarudisha nini chini. Hizo dola zikatumika ndio ikapanda tena. So ni kama kusema nilikuwa nataka pesa lakini sina. So alitumia tu alitumia tu dola zenye za
wenyewe ujanja kufunika wananchi
na haikuwork
bado dola imerudi penye
ilikuwa labda akope tena na kwani tutashindanga hiyo
kazi. So that is the thing. Then another thing is immediately Trump became the president. Okay, he had never shown, remember he had a very good bromance with Biden, a very good bromance with Biden administration, and the many times he went to the United States for state visits and all that, he was a very articulate.
He was the first president to make a state visit
to the White House.
The first African president to make a state visit to the White House in how many years?
And then like everything looked as if it's going to flow and all that.
And that is where the
the visitation of very many other US dignitaries to the country increased. But immediately Trump got...
In fact, he has not... congratulate Z.
He did. Of course.
Late.
He did. Okay, is it hours after, 1 day after?
A day after.
One person I'm so sure did a day after is Madividi. Mudavadi.
Yeah, Prezo wakufanya immediately. The people I saw congratulate immediately.
OWINO did immediately. And he said congratulations and that is the best thing that ever happened. Kama Kamala Harris angeshinda, hata angefanya statement. Angefanya speech. I promise. Kwani si there was kulikuwa na ile ya South Africa Cyril akinyorosha nani this Pan-Africanist anaitwanga nani this guy
mtu wako wewe unampenda.
I'm forgetting his name bana.
Huyo mtu wa red beret.
Forgetting his name.
What is the name of this guy?
It's okay, sawa.
Si alifanya statement hivi mbele ya kamera kumcongratulate kwa sababu the guy alikuanga naye anamchimba from South Africa. He was telling, I want to tell President Ruto that is not how the country is ran. Anaitwa nani?
Let me get the name of that guy.
Tafadhali. Alikuwa anaitwa Malema.
Oh, we got it at the same time.
Malema. Because I know.
But Malema fired up everything, by the way. His visit in Kenya, I think it went, many UDA leaders never liked it because of the fire that guy lit in the country.
The truth.
Yeah. Okay, it's true it happened, but who will ever accept that that's the truth? Many people won't accept that.
It is a common mistake.
It's a common
for
mistake
human beings.
But do you think even Malema could have won the president in South Africa in the better person?
Yeah.
Who lies to you?
One because Malema hakuwa na nini mingi. Unajua ukujangi na promises mingi. One, if me the next person I'll vote for, even if it's an MCA. One, mwenye hata kuja kuchoma picha ya mwenye ametoka. Acknowledge kazi yenye imefanywa na mtu alikuwa na promise utaendeleza hizo kwanza. Sawa? Isikuwa ati wewe ulikuja ukaanzisha shule. Alafu wewe unakuja ile yenye ilianzwa inabaki hapo imelala ati utaanzisha yako.
Oh, by the way, to all African leaders and any other leaders, that's the worst thing you can ever do.
They are always doing
we must, and that's what I'm saying is the worst thing you can ever do, because we must develop. Like, you're not trying to prove a point at any point, trying to undo what the other person did to start building your own, because that is the wastage of public funds.
Because
it's complete wastage of our taxes and we don't like it. He started it, just tell us penye aliachia ndio tutafanya nini, ndio tutaanzia tumalizie, and then we start other new projects and all that,
because hata most of these things zenye Morara anatembelea, most of them zilianzishwa time ya Uhuru. Haziendelei kwa sababu
a new
administration mpya ilikuja na wakakuja na vitu zingine zenye watafanya. Wakaacha KMTC ilikuwa inajengwa. Hiyo ni shule, ingemaliziwa wanafunzi wangepata place ya kusomea. Imelala. Barabara ilikuwa imeanzishwa, lakini juu si wewe ulianzisha, wewe unakuja unaanzisha project nyingine, hiyo barabara inalala. Mwingine next akikuja, hizo project previous na hizi recent zote zilale, aanzishe zake. Mwingine atatuletea labda flying trains.
So that is simple as like we really need to work on that.
Hiyo ndio kitu ya kwanza Malema alikuwa amesema ni kumalizia vitu zenye zilianza. Alafu wa make Kiswahili national language huko
of South Africa.
Waache kutegemea language ya colonizer.
But Kenya. Okay, sawa.
Of which he made a lot of sense kwa sababu hata constitution by the way tunafuatanga ya colonizer.
Like everything we are doing, just for
come up with your things, bana. You are a state, a recognized state.
We hope that will happen. That will happen sometime sooner. So immediately Trump was elected. Ruto changed the tune. Now he was running away from the BRICS, who are the alternative of
the American NATO.
NATO. Then he changes the rhythm immediately. Now he wants China to help him to get back to the BRICS. Like, can it really work? And do you think the US can allow that one to happen? They can't allow that one to happen because we
owe a lot to the US.
Of course, and remember, Kenya is more of a pivotal country for the US policies in Africa. So they are trying all these policies in Africa to see how they can be implemented in Africa through Kenya and all that. So I don't think, as much as Trump will be too hard on these countries and all that, he will. Trump will be too hard on this. Remember, Trump is not a politician. Trump is a leader. It's a business person. And if whatever he's doing is not getting anything out of it, he won't support it. He must get something out of it. Not as a politician, but as a business person. That is how things should run. So if business is not running the best way, then I don't think it will be too easy on some of this. You remember what he said? The Sun wrote something, put another video on X against the president of Ukraine, that's Zelensky. And he was saying, like, the video was trying to say, like, Zelensky will soon start losing his, how do we call it, allowances. What it means is Zelensky has been earning a lot from the US government, from the US taxpayers' money to run the war that they have against Russia. So the son of Trump was trying to say, wow, once my father is inaugurated, the first day, you will lose your allowances. So if that is what they are trying to say, if he can do that, okay, if he will do that to Ukraine, and Ukraine is at war, what about other countries?
Trump was the president. Alikuwa president for 4 years before big man nani huyu mwenye gonjeka huyu anaitwa nani? Biden before Biden. Na alifanya vitu. Kuna vitu alifanya. Alafu good thing I love one thing hivi about Trump ni vile he says that American army is not the police force of the world. Si ati kila mahali kukiwa na shida American army ndio anaenda ku maintain peace. If you are American, deal with American problems. Hao wengine wa deal na zao. Na sometimes hizi shida zingine zinakuanga zimeletwa nao. But achana na. So on to other
back to the country,
back to Kenya,
to KASMUEL MCOURE and Generation Z.
So KASMUEL acha tuone how ataendelea. We don't know future yake inakaje with ODM, of which ODM is ikiendelea hivyo. KASMUEL and ODM utadunda tu wote, but akona ideas poa wamusikize. Then kuna competition. Morara Kibaso is anatengeneza empire mse. Na hiyo empire yake
okay, that is one thing that I've not sijaingam. Okay, mnasemanga kuna sijaingam tu poa. So your stories haijaniingia tu akili yangu poa because
these are the results of the Gen Z
ngoja kwanza. Mimi sikuona kama Morara Kibaso will be interested in politics at any point and have his own political party at any point.
See, he has.
So Mimi, I thought he's just coming in to try to let people know the injustices in terms of taxes not being used in the right way, but getting into people's pockets in the name of white elephant projects that are not working at any point. That is what I thought will happen.
And I repeat,
him coming back to being interested in politics, like
and I repeat, you can always say these things from outside the parliament, but the changes, implementation, amendments, and passing of these bills, they happen inside.
But you remember there's something that Eric said, Eric Omondi said. It's like the parliament is cursed. Because when people are outside, before they get themselves to the parliament, they always speak good things, how they're going to change everything and make everything. But the moment they step into that, they start singing the song of the people who have been in the parliament and not defending the rights of the people who voted for them in that parliament. For me, I still believe as much as Morara is doing whatever he's doing, as much as KASMUEL is doing whatever he's doing, as much as any other Alan will be doing whatever he'll be doing, as much as Duncan will have very good policies and very good whatevers for the campaign and all that, the problem is when you get yourself in that. Oh, look at Jalango. Look at Jalango.
No, Jalango is not a national leader. Okay, he's a national leader, lakini ako limited to Langata, of which Langata hakuna. Umeisikia watu wakilia Langata? Hata kidogo.
Langata
for the longest time Lang'ata imekuanga na shida ya maji.
So congratulations Jalango.
Yes, Lang'ata imekuanga na shida ya maji. Jalango alikuja akafix. Jalango ame launch zinaitwaje TVETs kama 12
ni 10 ama 12
like 10 TVETs. Kila inaitwaje kila ward huko kwao huko Lang'ata iko na TVET. Mahali youths wanaenda wanafunzwa some technical skills. Akona nini?
Studio.
Akona studio, akona nini? Inaitwaje talent hub. Wewe kama uko na podcast unataka studio ya kurecord na unaishi Lang'ata, unaenda hapo una record everything iko microphones, editors wako. Yani
hao watu wanalipwa na county.
Wewe unaenda una shoot content yako, una upload kwako na hakuna kitu yenye Jalango anakuitisha. So kama kuna watu wanafurahi ni watu wa huko hivyo. Mse. So haja change language, ni vile tu wako limited tu. Haezi anza kuenda kusaidia youths wa Kajiado na wako na ngogoyo. Ama kwenda kusaidia youths wa
tuongee story ya ngogoyo ama tuachane.
Wachana na ngogoyo. Aende asaidie watu wa Kikuyu na wako na.
So Jalango, congratulations to that. Jalango, you promised you're delivering. Congratulations to Ongili. BABU OWINO. Paul Ongili, congratulations to that. You're delivering. Who else is delivering? We congratulate them.
I know the two.
Okay.
Tell me another bus.
I don't know of any other. Okay, where I come from in Viga County, no one is delivering. Sorry for that.
Ososi.
Okay, Ososi. Whatever. Yeah, you're not delivering. And
Dagal.
Should we talk? Dagala chana nae. Okay, let me not talk about it. We will talk about it. We'll talk about it. I think the next podcast we're focusing on Viga County.
In fact, nice. Morara alitupea mwa Kenya. Alituma a spreadsheet ya all the counties, all the constituencies, the projects zenye zimestall na pesa ngapi ilikuliwa. Tutaingia za Vihiga.
Just to mention, there is this project ya issue ile ilikuwa inaitwanga aje. Issue ile nyiko Mangali inaitwanga aje.
Sijui.
What the hell?
Tutasema hiyo siku.
Ebunangwe whatever. They are constructing something that I just went it's told at a given point, but is it whatever this guy, let me forget. When we talk about it in Viga County, I'll have the fact on my hands and all that. So there are many projects that have stalled in Viga County, and people asking very many questions. By the way, even Bali itself doesn't look like a county headquarter. No, leave alone a town. It doesn't look like a county headquarter. It looks just like a
center.
A shopping center. It's more of a shopping center. So it's something that our leaders need to be accountable and bring to life all the things that they promise people they'll bring to life.
Lakini there is a problem here. You know, when you are an MP, once you are voted, uko unaishi Elgeyo Marakwet, you are an MP for sijui Kasipul Kapondo. Once umesha electiwa, you have to relocate to Nairobi.
Why?
Si kwa sababu most of the time unafaa kwa parliament na hizi the committees na hizo. So imagine hizi constituencies zote za Kenya, MPs wote wanaishi Nairobi.
Na wanaishi Karen.
Wanaishi. So kitu yenye nafanya Jalango kwa successful ni vile yeye ni MP wa Nairobi anapata. So anaonanga jam, anaona steam imepotea, anaona direct.
Lakini sasa again that was not an excuse at any point.
So lazima
you staying in Nairobi doesn't mean that you can't get yourself, you can't know whatever is happening on the other end, and you don't need to be there for the projects to be running.
Inject.
Are they people who are in the US and they are doing very great projects in Kenya, in other countries?
Yes,
and those projects are running.
Okay, hiyo ni excuse yao.
That's not an excuse. That's what you're trying to say. That's not an excuse at all. If you have not delivered on what you promised you deliver on, just you need to deliver on that. I'm sorry for that. And this is not just, we are talking this and then it reminds me of other crazy things within the religious institutions. Within the religious institutions. And guys, we are here, we'll talk about everything. And next time we're talking, next episode will be we go county after county trying to get whatever is happening. And we'll be starting with our own county in Viga County.
Yes.
And then we'll talk about Viga County, then come back to Nairobi County where we live, and then we will
go to the environs.
Yeah, the environment.
Kajiado, Machakos,
then we go to
Kiambu,
Kajiado,
Muranga.
No, Ngong'o lazima tungeso.
Kajiado.
So from Nairobi County you go to
Kajiado, alafu we go to Machakos.
Before to go to Machakos, then go to Murang'a
then
County.
Spread.
Yes. So, guys, what we're trying to say is the young people who are getting into politics, which is a very, very good thing, and I love it personally. I love seeing young people getting themselves to the leadership levels, and I will support them. But young people, once we get ourselves on those platforms, let us not be like those leaders who have been there, lying to us each and every morning, each and every day, each and every night, coming to churches, going to churches and lying to people live, and those other things. So let's try to be a different breed of leaders who are there for the people and not for themselves. Remember, what does it mean to you to own the whole world and lose your soul? And remember, even if you amass all that wealth that you have, you won't even get to 100 years. You won't live to 100 years to enjoy. Yes. And if you think you leave it for your sons, what if God strikes your whole generation on the same day?
Okay, but
I'm not angry at any point. I'm telling you a reality.
What do you think? What is your take on our watu wenye wana bash, wana attack, wana against the likes of akina MORARA na akina KASMUEL ku join political sides?
I think they are cowards. They are cowards. Not I think they are cowards because it takes courage for MORARA Kebaso to do whatever he's doing. He's risking his own life, his family's life to do whatever he's doing. And if it were not of MORARA Kebaso, most of these stories will be being spoken behind the curtain or under the carpet, because no one will stand and say the truth. Now, MORARA Kebaso took the courage to stand. Whether you want to say he was supported by someone else, okay, that person who supports him is a proxy and a coward too, because he cannot come to the limelight and talk about it. So whoever is on the screens being abducted, okay, has he ever been abducted? Okay, they said so. They said so, but the Nini came in and said that was an arrest, just an arrest in another style.
A unique arrest.
Yeah, that's a unique arrest, not an abduction. So he was arrested in a unique way several times and all that, questioned his family questions and all that, but he still stood strong to say this is what we want Kenya to look like. Even if KASMUEL ran and he was so slippery and he did not get himself in the hands of the authorities at any point when they were looking for him, but I still commend his courage, to stand and say this is what I want as a young person, and even getting themselves to talk about all these things on every media stations and all that, because there are people who will talk, but they are talking. Some men who are telling their wives on how they feel because they know their wives cannot arrest them. Their wives cannot do anything to them. You're a coward. You're a coward. But these guys are standing out to say something. So for me, instead of us bashing these guys, why can't we learn positively from them and try to promote and support them with the little that we can? And it's very simple. You just share whatever they have said. You don't need to do anything on that. Just share it or leave a very positive comment. But if you think you're much better or you can do much better, don't do it in your bedroom or in your bathroom. Come outside here and do it because we want to see you. And that is it. And that is again to the church. The church also needs to stand strong because it has been used for the longest time with the politicians and all that.
It will be used.
And if they don't stand strong, they'll also be used with the politicians. And the politicians will do whatever they want. So, there is much that needs to be done. But for the likes of MORARA Kebaso, KASMUEL, and all these other guys who are coming out,
Kenya ni home.
Okay, with all these other guys who are coming in to question the leadership and put the leadership at on accountability, I fully support you, and guys, I pray for you. I just pray that when you get yourself in those leadership positions, you won't start messing up as those leaders have been messing up, because I personally will call you out and will remind you of those stuff that you did. And please don't start arresting me in a unique way. Don't start arresting me in a unique way. So that is my take on that. Unless you have something different to add, or maybe to stand against me, but I don't really give a damn.
Today you talked the truth, man. So what we need to do as youths, tutashinda tumepiga kelele kwa streets. Hizo kelele zetu kama ziendi kuchange anything parliament, ni just kelele za gazeti na ziskiki. So we support our fellow young men because sasa I think change starts with us. Now with the courage yenye uliona pale kwa streets, I think the new Kenya is here. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you've watched till this end. Till next time, bye bye.